Alrighty, I think we are live. If you're here live with me, please drop in the comments below, say hello, share some love. Always good to build that interactive energy as we only can through comments and love in a live situation. If you're catching the replay, please hashtag replay. I'd love to connect with you too in your own time. And yeah, I'm about to share a powerful process to close out 2023 and step into 2024 with you that you can do in your own time. But before I do that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being part of the community here. I really appreciate your presence and really appreciate anything that you share in the group as far as any revelations, any wisdom, any ahas, any transformation, or any gold that you share as you do the processes or participate in masterclasses or the immersions. And also, participating in the posting, sharing your experience of what the topic that we're talking about is so powerful and appreciated, because I really truly believe it takes a community. And I wanted to say thank you for playing full out in here. All right, so without further ado, let's get into a process. So at the end of each year, it's always good to reflect and review, accept and acknowledge, which is something I put in one of my first video of creating momentum for 2024, or writing the creative momentum into 2024, I think was the actual correct title. But I just want to take that a step further now and just formalize a process for completing a year and starting anew in 2024. So I've got some questions here for you, and it's really powerful to step into, working with your intuition when you're answering these questions, because sometimes logically, like it's hard for us to remember things. And when we step into our intuition, we'll always get the true picture of what we're asking. And we'll also get aspects to that true picture that we may not have seen, acknowledged, or accepted in the past, but it's important to accept them in the now, because once again, it consolidates the energy. So if you're intuitively orientated, these questions are really powerful using your intuition. If you're not intuitively orientated, or you've never learnt about intuition or developed intuition, that's okay. What I suggest for you is to be open to allowing the information to just come to you out of the blue, and just being open to receiving random information, right? Being open to receive whatever comes to you through your ideas, through your thought, through your mind, or through your sensations, through just a state of just having an awareness and you don't know where it came from, or just reflecting on your year as you would logically reflecting. All of these methods are fine to use. So go with what serves and supports you. What is your way of completing out the year? So what we want to do is we want to be open and really acknowledge whatever arrives for us, whatever we remember when we answer these questions. And so the first question is, what did I learn in 2023? And you might want to stop this if you're watching the replay. But for now, what I'm going to invite you to do is just write down the question, and you can really invest a good amount of time into this later. So the first one is, what did I learn in 2023? And pick up the pen and start writing, and allow whatever to be written. And the more you write down, the more information you'll receive, and the more that will flow onto the page that you might not have been aware of. You want to just allow that onto the page because we're always learning. Human beings are always learning something, and it's really powerful to take some time and actually bring awareness to what you actually are learning. And it could be learning on an emotional level. It could be learning on a mental level. It could be learning on a physical level. It could be learning on a purpose driven level. It could be learning on a level of passion and hobby. It can be learning on a level of relationships. It could be learning on a level of well being. So the question is, what have I learned in 2023? Now, the next question is, what am I letting go of? What this means is, what am I over? What am I, or what have I been resisting that has held me back from realizing what I truly want? And am I willing to let go of that? Write that down as well. What am I willing to let go of? What do I need to let go of? What do I choose to let go of? What do I want to let go of? What am I not taking into 2024? These are all questions that prompt moving beyond what has been. Going, well, all of this is my past, and I'm moving forward into 2024 from a clean slate, from a place of a blank canvas, a new canvas. That's the energy behind this question. So, what would you like to let go of and leave in the past? Once again, mentally, emotionally, physically, yeah, all areas of life. And the next question is, what have I created? What have I created? And what you can have created can be something physical, but it also can be deep and meaningful relationships, or it could be, a new career, it could be a new home, it could be an achievement, it could be a garden, it could be anything. What have I created? And if you want to dive into the shadow aspect of what you've created, which might be a dilemma, or it might be things that haven't gone well for you, allow that to come onto the page as well. Working with the creation of both sides, utilizing the premise of we create it all, allows us to come from a state of wholeness and a state of we are powerful because we're owning that we are the creator of all. This is a premise. It doesn't mean this is true or it's a philosophy. It's just a working assumption that allows us really to be the predominant creative force in our life when we own that we create it all and we allow ourselves to own what we've created. It consolidates the energy. But if you're not feeling you want to dive into the shadow aspect, that's fine. Just focus on, what you want to focus on. Now, the next question is, it's an acknowledgement. After writing all of the information from these questions, acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge yourself in your humanness. So if you've allowed onto the page some of the shadow aspects, acknowledge yourself in that. There were gifts in that. There's something strengthened in you because of that. So acknowledge that and acknowledge yourself in your genius, in what you've created, through magic, or what you've created that's been, something that you might not have thought was possible, but you did, or what you've created because you've been devoted to something and you've created it. Acknowledge all of your creations in your humanness or your identity side, and also in your genius. And the next question, the final question is, what am I creating next? In 2024, what am I creating next? For this one, really allow yourself to be very open to possibility. The questions up until to date have been on the past, and we're leaving the energy in the past. This one's about like the now, what you're choosing from now, moving forward for the next year. What are you creating for 2024? Allow your heart to open and allow whatever comes to be written down, and just keep writing and writing and writing, and allow yourself to be in the energy of surprise and curiosity about what will come on that page, and enjoy. Much blessings to you all. Happy New Year. Big love. Bye bye.